Do you really think people think dancehall is dead in some way?
I've heard that from my own, from people in my own genre.
What them feel like? Looking at me yard. Dancehall be everything.
We can fight all we want. Dancehall has finally found its Bob Marley.
Some people will take offense at the comparison with Bob Marley.
No, you no man no more than a man. I can compare myself with all Jesus.
Total disrespect, bro. And again, I don't have anything against Boom Boom.
We just to experience the real King Pan stage.
Yeah.
How was the show for you?
It's not like we fight against track, because track is where we come from the original dancehall foundation.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, we have more than 25,000 people. I think I should have a band.
Welcome, it's not radio, it's Levels with Kshema. I'm there with another quick review video, but of course, you know the Shreps. Before we get in it, big up to the Levels community. Thank you to our new subscribers. And if it's your first time checking in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Be a part of the Levels community. So Alkaline's former manager has made a very bold, controversial statement regarding Vybz Kartel. Now, ahead of his official crowning as the new king of dancehall by Reggae Sumfest, Dwayne Morris is taking it even further, stating that Kartel is in fact the Bob Marley of dancehall. Check the levels.
You mentioned it earlier. Do you really think people think dancehall is dead in some way?
I've heard that from my own, from people in my own genre, in terms of producers and certain more established entertainers.
Just like how football need a Messi, need a Ronaldo. Just like how cricket did have a Brian Lara. Just like how basketball have a LeBron James or Michael Jordan. Or American football have a Tom Brady. And the same way music need a champion. Reggae is global because we have a champion. He named Bob Marley. Hip hop is global because they had a champion named Tupac. And they have Biggie. Pop music is global because they had a champion named Michael Jackson. The list goes on and on and on. Dancehall, I think, is finally a genuinely global brand. And this is going to sound so controversial, because I think we finally found the Bob Marley of dancehall, which is Vybz Kartel. Now, I'm not taking anything away from anybody in the genre, because remember, you have a million footballers, but you only have one Messi and one Ronaldo. In every sport, you have a million players at the same thing. We have a million, we're a whole heap of reggae artists, but one Bob Marley. We can fight all we want. Dancehall has finally found its Bob Marley, which is Vybz Kartel. Don't forget, say just the other day, people say dancehall dead. When I realize that dancehall is now in some spaces that it has never been before. Don't get it twisted. We don't talk about pop dancehall, because pop dancehall has always been commercial. Shaggy and Shan has always been in certain spaces. But the ghetto youth them, the downtown youth them, the youth them we are singing about girl and raw music has never been in some of these spaces before. Ever. I remember say a whole lot of people fight very hard to make sure say them not in a them certain space. Then they can't tell me because I know first and enough to me go up on the Beenie man where I have to sit down in a bush pushing hotel because the tour cancel or shows cancel because people are make sure so we not play in a certain venues. Have you guys been seeing the venues them the dancehall are playing?
At the start of the clip, you see Sean Paul responding to Ras Kwame's question of dancehall being dead. Now, if we're going to be honest, since Kartel's release, the conversation around dancehall has been the complete opposite. In fact, we have seen Kartel compare his influence to that of Bob Marley in his first ER interview with Anthony Miller. Check the levels.
See me, them used to fight Bob Marley. And Bob Marley never sing a song yet. So it was never about the lyrics. See him where them fight Bob Marley and him never do a good song. He never tell the girl them fi wine pan them head top. So what them did fight him for? It was always about the influence.
Some people will take offense at the comparison with Bob Marley.
No, you no man no more than a man. I can compare myself with all Jesus. No man no more than a man. When you walk on the earth, you no more than me.
Teacher, no easy, you know. Anyway, based on what Cartel has proven so far, from the influence and strong catalog he has built to the multiple sold-out arena shows across the globe, do you agree that Cartel is indeed the Bob Marley of dancehall? Or do you think such statements and comparison is quote-unquote cultural blasphemy? Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. So the dancehall fanfare continues in Europe as Vybz Kartel and his team pull up in Paris, and this is on the heels of his debut Summer Jam Festival performance in Germany after a sold-out show in Amsterdam. We see where Cartel and his team are now in Paris for his show at the Accor Arena on July 10 as part of the World Boss Tour, and showtime is 8 p.m. So much like the Caribbean, Cartel seem to have this Vybz challenge for each stop in Europe, which he says Amsterdam is currently leading. Check the levels.
Love you, baby.
Just shell on the whole of Amsterdam. And they are going easy. Right now in Europe, look like Amsterdam a lead. So, I don't know if France are going to chop them speed, but Paris, what up? I'll be there soon.
See them clearly having the time of our life, touring with our fiance. And, you know, you see international superstar Swallie and Cartel also sporting a new Gaza Nation World Boss custom chain with a spinning globe. Very fitting based on how he might deal with the globe, taking dancehall to the four corners of the world. Do you think Paris can outdo all the excitements we're going to Amsterdam? Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. Now, Beenie Man is being hailed the king by Reggaeville host Munchie, and this is on the heels of his stellar Summer Jam performance. Check the levels.
Fragwan Beenie, all is well?
Yeah, man, all is perfect.
Yeah,
That's
all
that.
is perfect because we just to experience the real king on stage.
Yeah.
How was the show for you?
Well, the show was beautiful. The energy was nice, and the energy we get from the audience is all that consider to be all the energy you need. You know, because the energy come back to you at 7 times 7. You get me? So, yeah, it was great.
You dress up so neatly, like the bling bling, and is that velvet?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, man, tonight was wicked. You brought Rough Cut Band with you. How important is playing live with a band? You know, what vibe does that give you when you have fellow musicians on stage joining you?
All right, you see, the music is not like we fight against track because track is where we come from. From the original dancehall foundation. Yeah, man. But anyway, you have more than 25,000 people. I think I should have a band.
It was a wonderful performance. I think everybody was super enjoying themselves. I mean, like, super excited, and it was wonderful.
Right there, you hear Beenie Man being lauded for his performance and the band versus tracks conversation popping up yet again. Do you think, just like the King of Dancehall debate, which we have seen prolonged for months, this band versus tracks conversation will be ongoing as well? Hit up the comments and share your thoughts. Now, Chin of Irish and Chin is accusing selector Boom Boom of disrespecting radio DJ Roy, who was apparently the official MC for Carlo Bounty Killer on stage at his historic show at the Barclays Center. Chin, during his Soundchat radio talk show, say him no have nothing against Boom Boom, but what he did was total disrespect. Check the levels.
Total disrespect, bro. And to me, and again, I don't have anything against Boom Boom. Me just speak my truth. And if a man not like it, then a man just not like it. My first loyalty is to dancehall. It's not to no artist, no sound man, no Irish and Chin, no Soundchat. My first loyalty is to our culture. Right. Because without the culture, nothing else no matter, brother. Right? So if we can't have honest conversations about our culture and who does right and wrong, so I don't want a man to feel like me I beat up on them or me I pick on them. But if I see something that's not healthy for the culture moving forward, I'm going to say, yo, guys, this is not healthy for the culture moving forward. I know because it was put out on social media by Bounty Killer himself. Well, I don't know if Bounty put it out, but Bounty said it. If I come out on the stage, right? If anybody for call me out on the stage, I'm not using Bounty Killer's words, but basically he was saying, if I'm a DJ Roy or Jabba from Massive B that calls me out, me I walk out on stage. In other words, me don't want nobody call me out. So I saw Boom Boom now start to intro Killer. And he's, you know, turn off the lights, wave, and blah, 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 and making this long intro for Killer. Okay, cool. You know Roy was out there saying, yo, Boom Boom decided that, yo, this is a viral moment and I'm going to be part of this. Me not get no mic to no DJ Roy. That's all it was. And he took it. Absolutely disrespectful to DJ Roy, somebody who's been on the ground with Killer from them time there, which Killer put out. It's not like it was something that was said backstage.
Killer said
it was actually something that was said and put out on social media. So we all know that this is Killer's request, right? And then, it's not like Boom Boom turned around and say, yo, and get piece of the iPod and say, yo, Roy, right? He proceeded to go to welcome on stage, Bounty Killer. So he basically killed DJ Roy's whole introduction. And then there was a part of the time, I don't know if it was Massacre, but I think it was Massacre, when he wasn't on the stage and Massacre get a big forward and run up on the stage. And I'm like, yo, how is he getting away with this without somebody? I say, yo, I don't understand that, right? And I'm glad that you said that Roy's listening, because again, somebody must have called him and said Chin is calling his name on the radio, right? Absolute disrespect.
Yo.
And again, nothing against Boom Boom. He's great at what he does. But again, dance hall is in an arena. The world is watching.
Yeah, man.
Our general is performing for his first time. Everything is supposed to be perfect and everybody's supposed to be playing their role to make it perfect. A Bounty Killer that. Come on, no. This is the problem that we're having with our culture. We lack presentation because everybody want the camera to touch them first. We are on the big stage. There's 20,000 people or whatever holds in Barclays, but it's amplified by the visibility of the after effect. The people who are online streaming, the people who are going to watch later on, and all of that. We have a responsibility to make our heroes look like heroes. We have a responsibility that when we get on the big stage and the world is watching, if we're doing it for the culture and we're not doing it for ourselves.
In case you miss it, this is what actually happened at the show. Both Boom Boom and DJ Roy introduced Killer. Check the levels.
Turn up mic, please. No! Yes. Turn up mic for me, please. It's quite obvious. It's quite obvious that this is history. 15 years we've been waiting for this. 15 years we've been waiting for this. June 12, 1972, he was born in Jamaica. 1992, he gave us Copper Shot and took the world by storm. Brooklyn is his place. Is Brooklyn in the house? Make some noise. Brooklyn, I can't hear you. Brooklyn, I cannot hear you. When I say war, you say Lord. War. Make some noise for Bounty Killer.
I know Chin right now, because before the show, in this video shared to social media, Bounty Killer did say he wanted DJ Roy or Jabba to call him up on stage. Check the levels.
I heard this. But no matter what happens, I am going to be in that building. I am going to walk out there for walk up in those times. No, I heard that you said I heard you said DJ or Anjaba.
Then one minute bring me there. Then one of them see that.
Right. Yeah.
Because one working on it said no. They have the New York affiliate.
Yes.
Come you can't have NC and New York. Come me and bring my NC from Jamaica. I look like a disrespect.
Yes.
Me have MC at Jamaica, me have MC at New York. When me have Jamaica, me have bring right.
Yes, makes sense.
Yes, there's no.
I'll be in the building. Zero question. I'll be in the building.
I'm not joking.
Look here, selectors, MCs, artists, bouncers, everybody have them clearly defined role, and this is why stage management is so important. Do you agree with Chin? And if Boom Boom did know say he wasn't supposed to call up Killer, should he at least issue an apology? Jump in the comments and share your thoughts. Now, Joseph Bagdanovich, one of the biggest investors currently in the Jamaican music industry, said entertainers are charging too much. According to this article by the Jamaica Star, Joe is quoted as saying, things cost too much money to do a stage show. The artists charge a lot of money. He also said that it is time for stakeholders to take a step back and think about the bigger picture, which involves getting players to understand that there is a bigger world than just here on the rock. And in the same article, Joe also talked about the high prices in renting equipment for a production. So basically, he must say if the number of local shows is going to increase, there needs to be a cultural shift among stakeholders, including entertainers. Now, if Joe, who has been at the helm of Reggae Sumfest since 2016, and like I said before, he's one of the biggest investors in the music, if him basically I tell the artists them say them to drop them prices, imagine what the other promoters are feel. Reggae Sumfest and Rebel Salute, for example, a few of the staple events were still a gone, cause members said enough big shows like Jazz and Blues Festival, Campfire, and whole heap more stop keep from long time. So with Joe's current concerns and him a call for entertainers to drop them price, what really gonna happen to the local industry if a show like Reggae Sumfest, for example, stop keep? Can the industry really do without Joe and Reggae Sumfest? Or you feel say artists for stand on them price? Jump in the comments and share your thoughts. Make we talk. So as many Jamaicans wait for the government to announce a date for elections, which is constitutionally due this year, Queen Ifrica is coming through with a message for the people. So even though Ifrica says she bond the two sides, she still urge people to vote not out of fantasy, but reality. And she make them know, say, them to pay attention and make the right choice because this is about them children and them future. Check the levels.
Hey, my beautiful, amazing Jamaican people. I just want to come on here, say greetings to y'all. You know what I mean? We're in some very crucial times. You know what I mean? We're about to make some very crucial upgrade changes, whatever you want to call it, you know. We're in an election season, so I just want to say to everyone who is planning to participate in this election coming up, just be smart, just be wise, just think about your country, your future, your children, all the things that affect us in such a negative and impositive way, you know what I mean? That is such a word. Just looking at where we are at this time, it's not a joke election now 1 year. Just want everyone to be focused and nobody watch the fanfaring and the bag of talking and the bag of promises. But just really look on what is happening to our country, the state that our country is in, our children, our young people, you know what I mean? Just pay attention to all of that and make the right choice, make the right decisions, you know what I mean? Because you know we burn all sides in the politics, but at the end of the day, for those who participate, we want to make sure, say, the item does not do it out of fantasy, but you do it for the realities where we are faced as a country right now, you see me, in a real life.
Now, even though Prime Minister Andrew Holness don't announce a date yet, little chatter as circulates say him probably a go call it in August. Anyway, what you think though about Queen Ifrica's advice? And do you feel like people who bond the two parties are the right persons to give political advice? Jump in the comments and share your thoughts. I That you know, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, remember to turn on the notification bell to never miss a second or frame of Levels with me, Kshema. And if you have any burning questions or suggestions for future content, drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay entertained and keep leveling up.